What's up, Planeswalkers? Theric6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I realized I haven't done skits in a while, and this isn't actually a skit. It's just a fact. For some reason, I just, take my socks off at my desk. There are, six socks at my desk. Because I just take them off like a dumbass, and they're just under my desk, whatever. Anyway, I do, of course, hope you go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal, and it helps support the show. Additionally, if you use my promo code between now and May 20th, you're going to be entered to win one of 3 awesome Richard Kane Ferguson playmats. Now, of course, all you have to do to enter is use my promo code over on flipsidegaming.com, which is fantastic because not only are you getting the 10% off, you can get Dragon Shields for $7.99, you get entered to win one of these, and you help out your boy. Anyway, today, enough people wanted to see some sweet self-mill memes, so we're going to mill me up inside. Can't mill up. Mill me up inside. Mill me. Call my name and mill me from this life. Okay. So, as you can probably tell, this is a deck where we try to mill ourselves. Since we're milling ourselves, we have some nice payoffs for that. But let's go ahead and talk about the deck one at a time. 2 ops. We're only running 2 ops because we don't technically need to play things on turn 1, because usually you want a Drowned Secrets out before we actually start playing our cards. I should note, other than Deliver Unto Evil and Creeping Chill, and I guess technically Dispersal. Okay, there are a couple cards, but shut up. For the most part, our deck is pretty much all blue sources, or blue colored cards, so we can have Drowned Secrets work. Oh, right, that's why they don't count. That's why I didn't need to say them, because they have blue in them, you dum-dum. Anyway, I'm not cutting, because that. Yeah, so we don't really need a bunch of ops. We are running 4 Narcomoebas, as well as 4 Creeping Chills, and I might as well mention them together, because essentially these are cards that work from putting your own library into your graveyard. Narcomoeba helps fantastically as just an annoyance against other control decks, but also just a nice roadblock against aggressive decks. And then Creeping Chill is a decent way to not die against aggro decks. It does, if you are able to get all 3 of them, or all 4 of them up, it does technically put your opponent down to 8, and then you only need a couple hits from Enter the God Eternals, some of the Narcomoebas and things like that, so it is technically possible for you to win via damage. Just not terribly likely. We are also running 2 Wall of Lost Truths. I always want to say well. This card is essentially just another concede to aggro. We just need to not die against them, giving us enough time to actually mill ourselves. Wall helps because it's a 0/4, pretty decent stats in order to not die to 3 mana burns, or 3 damage burn spells. But also it mills us for 4. Cool. Drowned Secrets. I think it's the main self-mill. Jace is okay, Ashiok's okay, but this is every time we cast a blue spell. We have a lot of blue. Actually, I think it can go over here. We got a lot of blue. We got a lot of blue in the deck. All right. So, with Drowned Secrets, we're going to be targeting ourselves. Always. Yeah, always. 2 Search Azcantas. We're playing a lot of We're playing 2 creatures in the entire deck. So using Azcanta to, get to the things we need on the front end, and on the back end, just getting the card that we need is very helpful. 3 Growth Spirals. I'm playing with some higher end cards in a deck that is only running 23 lands. I do like Growth Spiral. It draws us a card, technically can ramp us. It's just a helpful card I've found. 2 Deliver Unto Evil. I added this card in after I played against Dimir Control, and I lost all of my Jaces and all of my Tamiyos. Tamiyo is technically, Tamiyo's a good way to get, I'll talk about that in a second, but she helps get Jace back from the graveyard, but they're all gone, all 6, so I lost, because I can't win the game without them. Not against that control deck, anyway. So Deliver Unto Evil is my concede to that. If I am in a situation where I need the cards that are in my graveyard, I just play this, and, if I have 3 Jaces and 2 Tamiyos, and 1 Tamiyo, I'm going to get some combination of Jaces back, and then I play Jace, and I mill myself, and it's great. 2 Ashioks. This was initially 3, but they're not really great in this deck. It's nice that you're, forcing them to stop searching the library, but there's not a ton of decks that want to do that in Standard right now, at least. And the -1 is great, because even though you're targeting yourself to put your own cards in the graveyard, your opponent still exiles, right? So this is still helpful against any deck that cares about the graveyard. Azcanta decks, Phoenix decks, Golgari decks, I guess. They still care about the graveyard. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't kept up with that anyway. Yeah, Ashiok also comes down at 5 loyalty, so you're going to get a decent number of activations out of this. 3 Jace, 3 Tamiyo. Jace is the way we win. It is our technically our only win condition. As I said, you can kind of win with damage, but this is kind of our only win condition. If we would draw a card and we have no cards in the library, we win the game instead. +1, target player puts the top 2 cards in the library in the graveyard and then draws a card. Cool. You are probably never getting to -8 with this, but that's fine because you should have won by then. This is a dedicated mill deck. You should have no cards in your library very quickly. Very quickly. Yeah. Only coming out at 4 loyalty is not great, but it's okay because we do have ways to get them back. Namely, Tamiyo. The reason Tamiyo is fantastic is, 1, she makes it so we can't discard cards, which is helpful because if you're going against a discard deck and you just got a Jace back in your hand, really sucks when they take it from you. So it's her static ability actually is very helpful. And then of course her +1 allows us to just name Jace and then mill anything that isn't Jace. If we're looking for example, you know, an Enter the God Eternals instead to like try and gain some life back just because we really need it and we're too far away from milling, we can get that, right? She is such a fantastic card. And then the -3, if we've milled something that we need, we just get it back. You -3, get a Jace, play a Jace, mill yourself. Fantastic. You -3, get a God Eternals, you get it in your hand, probably have to wait a turn and play it, and you're fine. It's great. Why are we playing Enter the God Eternals? Because this card is fucking awesome. This card does what we, like everything we need. It's removal, it gives us a blocker, it mills us, and it gains us life. It is so incredibly necessary to have this card in this deck. And you know, it's not terrible because it does all those things, and all of those things help us in our game plan. It's fantastic. I honestly think that maybe like you can go 4 with this, and you probably still be fine. 3, Discovery Dispersal. It surveils, so you can dump 2 cards and then draw a card. And then Dispersal is helpful if your opponent has some monster in play. That's pretty much it. This is the mana base. It probably could be better technically, but you know, I did my best with 23 cards. 23 lands, I should say, because this deck really doesn't need a bunch of lands. You know, we really only top out of 4. You know, 5 we can use, but it's going to be later in the game, and we have, you know, we're going through cards. We're going through cards pretty fast, so you know we'll usually be able to see the lands that we need. But this is once again based mostly on Easy Mode's list, or his help for making mana bases. Why can't I speak words? I don't know. Anyway, this is a self-mill deck. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the sideboard after the games. I have played 2 games. Rally Turtle. I played 2 games off camera for practice. Because I had errands today. This is a bad hand. The reason it's a bad hand is because we have 2 Creeping Chills in our hand, and we have 2 Search for Azcantas. Even though we have the mana, right, this is a 4-card hand, right? You have to think of this as a 4-card hand. We pretty much aren't going to be able to play this until this flips, and even then, you know, we might be dead. And then these cards, we aren't going to want to have to play these, right? If we're playing these cards, that means we're not doing, like, something that's proactive. And playing this for 4 is not great. So we're going to mulligan, because this is a 4-card hand. This is still bad. Because, you know, we have these cards. But Narcomoeba is at least something that we can play to block. We have Discovery, which is helpful. So I think I will keep this one. Tamiyo. I'm going to put Tamiyo on the bottom. And the reason I'm putting it on the bottom there is because I want to make sure I can hit lands. Green. Is this an elf? It is an elf, unfortunately. Hinterland Harbor. I'll go ahead and play Hinterland Harbor. Go ahead and Discovery, see if I can get some self-mill going on. I don't think I want this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should probably take the 4th land, though. It's possible that was wrong, but... So my opponent is going to have 3 mana. Is this a mono green deck? No, it's a Gruul deck. I almost said rug. It could be a rug deck, which is Teamer now. It's not rug anymore. Okay, I'm getting hit with a Land Elf. That's pretty good in my eyes. Another one? Sure. Sure. Well, Tamiyo's back. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and play this tapped. I'm going to go ahead and wall and mill myself. And what's really nice is, as I said, if I mill like a Jace, for example, or one of the 2 Jaces, I can play this -3 it. You know, unless they play something large, which they probably will because they have 5 mana, I can block, and Tamiyo will live unless they play a big Chungus. Waiting on the Chungus! That's a real big Chungus. So these become 2/2s. I'm just gonna play in this. Fudge. The fudge. These become 2/2s. Oh, it's when it enters. I don't care. Yeah, I don't fucking care about it. And block this. But I can't block this. I think I'll plus Tamiyo and name Jake from State Farm. Actually, we have 2 Jaces, so it's unlikely we're going to get a Jace. So I think I'm actually going to name Drowned Secrets.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Whatever. Take action. Now it's even less likely my Tamiyo's going to bite the dust. This isn't a triple, right? No, just Death Touch. Fine, fine. So we can go ahead and block with something. Next turn, I can -3 on Tamiyo, get back one of the Jakey boys. Lava Coil. I said it like Northern Line. Lava. Bagel. Going all in. Just the God Eternal. Yep, going all in. Well, literally have to block this, or she dies. And I would like to get Jake back. Alright, well, that's fine. I can get Jake back from State Farm.
The past is never forgotten.
I'm just gonna mill myself and try to, like, combo kill with Jace. Really? Alright. It's fine. Next turn I can probably... Like, if they go all in on my Tamiyo, I'm just gonna let her die. I don't really need her anymore. I'm at 36 still. Ugh. Yeah, having the... That is one issue with having these types of cards, right? You're playing 8 cards that you don't want to see in your opening hand. It's not great. Seeing one of them, totally fine, right? Absolutely reasonable. You usually want Narcomoeba in your opening hand instead of Creeping Chill, just because of the fact that it's a little more annoying to deal with. I could kill one of the Llanowar Elves. Is that reasonable? Because I want to keep second Tamiyo safe. If I play second Tamiyo... Would I -3? Probably -3 to get back Drowned Secrets, right? So probably -3 to get back a Drowned Secrets. Maybe on 2. So then I'd be able to chump here. But my opponent did the smart thing and didn't actually play out. I'll kill one. But I'll let her die otherwise.
All stories must end.
The reason I didn't block here is because they could have some nonsense. Okay, sure. Another Llanowar Elves. Yeah, just mana creatures I'm not terribly worried about. Enter the God Eternals is decent, but I need, you know, lands for that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a Drowned Secrets.
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
She does die, but meh.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Block there. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start taking 8 damage a turn. That's not great. Where are my Creeping Chills? I need to start milling myself so I don't draw my Creeping Chills. Sure. Sure. It's a little frustrating. I could enter the God Eternals on this if I draw land. Because then I can actually, like, block these. I can, you know, gain life. I don't have to care too much about that.
My
Ow.
research has been compromised.
Land, thank you. So, do I enter now? If I draw another land, I can drown into Jace, which is a little bit better. Or next time I can drown into Creeping Chill. I think this is just better to do. I'm gonna mill myself, please. Thank you. Sure. And this is why this card's so strong. Like, we're up to 17. Our opponent only has 1 card in hand, and we've kind of nullified these cards. Obviously, their God Eternal. That does give them card draw, which is unfortunate.
Defying you will be easy.
No blocks. Kyora's voice is strange, but it's fine, I guess. I will go and attack Korra, I think. Kiora? I don't know, I said Korra. Will I? I'm at 12? It's a little frightening. I could get enter. enter Dispersal. Enter Dispersal. Tamiyo, I think. So let's enter Dispersal. Yeah, so I might as well do this now, since... Okay, so definitely Dispersal. We have a Jace, and we plan on just combo Jacing ourselves, essentially. Enter Dispersal, and I do think another Tamiyo is helpful. Then my opponent gets to choose whatever. So if we get another enter off, this becomes a Chungus. Yeah, almost smart there. Do I attack here? Ugh, they're going to start drawing cards potentially, but I don't think I attack. I do want to make sure I don't die out of nowhere from the top ropes. Oh, right. So the first game was against a Dimir control deck. They, as I said in the DeckTech, they got rid of all my planeswalkers, so I lost that game. I had nothing to do. I was like really close, and then they, you know, killed my planeswalkers. I assume she's going to untap. Yep.
I love to make a splash.
I love to make it splash. Unfortunately, they have a card in their hand. It's unfortunate. Should I Discovery here? I think so. I'm gonna Discovery. Like, I'm missing 3 Creeping Chills. Thank you. Take action. Go away. Growth Spiral? Land? I'd like another land. Would I want a Growth Spiral? If I get another land, I can just play Tamiyo and, like, get stuff back. So I don't think I need Growth Spiral. So then I do this. I play Tamiyo. Mill myself. Ooh, that Narcomoeba is helpful.
Dueling you will be excellent research.
So I could just get End of the God Eternals again. 22. Could also mill myself and try to get, let's see. Do I have another Discovery Dispersal? I do have another Discovery Dispersal. 1, 2 Enter the God Eternals. So I have another one of those as well. I think I'd rather plus here. And I'm gonna go with the Discovery. We do have another Deliver Unto Evil, which is nice. Oh, how do I, what is it? Discovery. What? Is it really, do I really just say Discovery? Alright, I thought it was, I had to do both. Hey, I got it! And we got another Narcomoeba. Cool, cool. So now we have some nice blockers. So we are actually pretty fine for a few turns. I'm gonna plop these over here. Fine for a few turns, not fine on my Agua. Oh, the chump blocks are so nice. I'm gonna go and say, eh. As I said, the Narcomoebas are really helpful in... excuse me? That's a yikes for me, bud. We're at 17 cards left. 17. Honestly, I think I +1 for an Enter the God Eternals.
Let me aid your research.
Nice. Dun. 8 cards left. If I play Jace, I mill myself twice. Activate Jace, mill myself twice again, then draw. So it'd be 5 cards now, so I have 3 cards left. So I don't actually think I do it now. I think what I do is Creeping Chill, just to make sure I don't die this turn. Because next turn I should be able to just play Jace and win. No attacks. As long as I don't die a horrible, horrible, painful death, should be good. Now, if Ilharg attacks and pops a different Ronus into play, it's going to be a spicy, spicy meme time, because they can sacrifice the new Ronus in order to still be attacking with the other one. That said, I can just jump with... They had nothing? Easy chump, I'll take 6. Well, no, there's no reason. There's no reason to risk that. I should just block 4 of the damage. 5, yeah, because I'll absolutely win next turn. Unless they have some nonsense that I cannot think about, or that I can't consider. No, think of, not think about. Okay, so play Drowned Catacombs. I'm just gonna make sure. If my opponent has something that forces me to draw a card, it's gonna suck. So I'll play a Jake from State Farm. Target myself. Down to 1 card in the library. And we know what it is. It's a Tamiyo. Gonna go and take action. Hey, look, my opponent's at 8. Good game. Draw.
Of the mind.
Just gonna go and target myself.
Let's try this.
I do wish alternate win cons had a different animation than just them exploding. But let's hop into the next one. I'm so glad this deck actually worked on the first try. There are other Jace decks, or Jace like mill decks that I've seen. Noxious had a really interesting one that I played on stream. That was it Bant? I think they had Cleansing Nova in there. I think it was Bant, and it had like not Tamiyo. What is Tatiova? I think that one had Scape Shift as well. Not entirely sure. So that was interesting. I do plan on recording a normal video for that. There's the mono blue Persistent Petitioners version. There's potentially like a blue-black version running around. I'm going to play them at some point. There's so many decks, and each of those decks have like sub-decks, and I just have to get to all of them. There's so little time. Burp. Alright, so here I do think we mulligan. Just because we have 2 of these, and like we don't need all 4 of these lands out. Of course I'm going to mulligan into like a 1-lander or something, but I don't know. My opponent taking a bit of time. I've gotten so many comments on my Bolas video, and I cannot say how much I appreciate it. So my graphs have been down for a long time, and when I say graphs, like my analytics, all of them have just been kind of like rock bottom, and they're starting to climb again, and I'm so happy. Thank you all. The engagement as well has just been absolutely fantastic. The overall engagement on the channel. Opponent, I'm connected to Ethernet now. Thank you. Well, shit. I think this is a reasonable keep, honestly. We are going second, and we get to scry. Yeah, I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and play that into Search. What's really nice about Search is it also procs our Narcomoebas and our Creeping Chills. There's no so there. I feel like I was saying a so. There was no so, because I said so. Okay. Green-white, I assume this is going to be Naya? Could just be, like, green-white or Bant tokens. But I have an inchy. I did like this. It's had an ishy feeling. My weebs know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, the second deck that I played in practice was Simic Proliferate. And the God Eternals helped a lot. I killed them. Oh, it's Bant. Let us go ahead and play this, then play this. No. So Bant, counters, proliferates, Bant Control even. What are you playing with Bant? For those of you who might not know, Bant is a color combination. It is white, green, and blue. For example, I'm playing Sultai, that is blue, green, and black. Oops. Nothing interesting. Breeding Pool. I could graveyard it. I kind of want to, since I have this on field. Yeah. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and play a Narcomoeba out. Because potentially... Oh, I just got a comment by someone reminding me of another Jace deck. That is Leland Grisby with a Jace and 1,000-Year Storm deck. I also plan on doing that. So I played Narcomoeba because, 1, the hell else am I going to play? And 2, if my opponent is a control deck, I can just, like, get some ping damage in before my Creeping Chills land. So, my hair is so awful. Ah. What are you playing? Wait, are you also playing Mill?
You would make an excellent informant for my study.
If you're also playing Self-Mill, this is hilarious. What'd you name?
I know I noted this somewhere.
Teferi. Hell yeah, library. Oh, they're playing a proliferate deck. Okay, I assume they're playing Bant Superfriends. Okay, so playing Bant Superfriends. Are they gonna have a lot of removal? Because it's possible I should just play Jake here from State Farm. Yeah, I have a backup Jake. I think I just want to play a Jake from State Farm here.
This will come in handy.
Another Drowned Secret. So I can next turn I'll Drowned Secrets into Drowned Secrets. I'll go ahead and attack this Tamiyo, I guess. Might as well keep her honest.
Subject is easily agitated.
All right, that was a good voice line. Because she's just a researcher, right? She's a person who goes to planes and just like, I take some notes back to my daughters. I think she has daughters at home. Angrith also has daughters. Where are my Planeswalker sons at, man? Waiting for some Planeswalker sons. Tamiyo, I don't remember if she has a partner. I know she has kids. Which one was that? Land, sure.
From my ancestors.
I learned much from my ancestors. Leave my Jace alone. I think they might have been reading it, but still, you leave my Jace alone. Leave my search alone too. F off. I need that. Ah.
Right on. Let's skip to the good part.
I have to deal with this shit. A fun fact: our deck not very good at dealing with this shit. Do I want to let it land? Not really. I hate everyone. I'm gonna mill myself. And I'm gonna mill myself.
It's a matter of give and take.
Fuck you, Teferi. Shut up with your nice fuck goddamn.
I won't let you win.
Shut up. I hate you. You were like a brother to me. I loved you. I hate you. I remember when they made chocolate. I hated it. What? Who's at the door? Come on. Fuck off.
The
Wow.
storied past holds our
Wow.
future.
I'm gonna put Teferi back. Oh shit, I need a land.
No time for.
I'm gonna put Teferi back in your hand. I can't wait for you to have counterspell. Alright, well, you didn't transform. You didn't play a counterspell, so that's a little strange. You didn't hold up a counterspell, I should say. And Teferi's your largest thing on board, so fuck off, please. I'm not family friendly. Also, I do my creepy chills. This is bullshit. I don't. You know what? Shut up. You go away. Take action. Shut up and go away. Why can't I mute you? Mute. No attacks. No attacks. Next turn I can enter the God Eternals, which is nice. I just needed to not let my opponent alt their Planeswalker. I might be able to alt Jace, which is hilarious. Not soon, because I have Pollen Bright Druid. Can you leave my board alone, please? Just, like, go away. Go all the way away. Vivian, I assume she's gonna blow up one of my Drown? Is she gonna blow up Narcomoeba?
I didn't live through hell to lose to you.
Gonna blow up one of my Drown Secrets. I feel like it's not the best use of your time.
I'll be back.
I
Just
could be
like
wrong.
before.
Seek and find.
I wonder if they have Jace as an additional win con, because theoretically we could be just milling the shit out of them, but I don't actually know. I'm gonna block that. I'll play this. Going to definitely play this on the Watley's Raptor. Know myself. Know myself. Narcomoeba was nice to see. Thank you very much. Now I can protect my Jace. My opponent will likely have to minus their Teferi, because they're not going to want me to draw 7 cards.
Try this.
Stop, you fuck. Why? 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 You suck so much. Oh, I mean, it happens. It's just awful. I don't care about my graveyard right now.
I am your greatest fear.
Yeah, I don't care too much about my graveyard. They milled themselves. I assume they have Jace as well. So, you know, it sucks with deliver, but yeah. Am I gonna get to alt? No, they can still play Teferi. It's gonna be a difficult game. The thing is, I haven't seen a Jace. Or they've gone through a decent amount of their... Okay, I guess they technically haven't. They still have half their deck left. It's just like, I haven't seen a Jace, so I'm just like... Do they have it? Do they not? They're getting back something. They probably shouldn't let me ultimate my Jace, because I'm going to draw 7 cards. And then play a new Jace. And I'm probably going to draw my other Creeping Chill.
No tales.
Gotten Johnny, sure. So you can play... No, you played Teferi. You should really bounce my Jace.
Let's slow this down. Keep up the pace.
You're going to counter my Jace? I'm still confused. Are you going to minus Vivian to kill my Drowned Secrets? No, you're going to plus.
Comes.
Sure. Okay, they can theoretically counter my Jace. It's -8.
I had no idea I could do that either.
It's nice. It's very nice. Play this. Do I want to play Jakey Boy first? I'd rather just, like, mill the shit on myself. I actually think I want to Ashiok them. I think I'm gonna play Drowned Secrets. Target myself. I'm at 12. I do need to be careful with my opponent, so I actually think I have to play Jace here. 10. I'll play this top 4. Mill me for 4. I think I have to play Jace here. As much as I don't want to, just because I need to not die to my opponent's Ashiok.
Love a good puzzle.
I'm at 6. If they have removal for my Jace, which they do, shit. I think I messed up. I can kill their Tamiyo. I have to mill them.
How you play the hand you're dealt.
Also, did I mess up and lose all of my Jaces?
I have learned all I can here.
I actually think I need to keep that. Shit. I've lost all my Jaces. Damn it. Yeah, I think this was just bad play from me. They don't technically know that Jace is my last... This is my last Jace.
I will teach you humility if I must.
My opponent might get greedy? None of these ultimates really do anything to me, right? This, do they give them trample? It does.
Light shall always
So the trample might be an issue. Oh, they can't. Okay, they can't actually give it trample. Damn, yep, they're gonna plus on Teferi and then mill me with the Ashiok. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, I played horribly.
More malleable than people think.
Oh, I had another one? Are you serious? Oh no, that was the one I believe I've just lost. I don't think I can actually do anything here. Yeah, that was just me playing badly.
This is nothing.
I have all three of my Jaces in here. Yep. No, I have one card left. I can't actually win. Oh, it's so frustrating. I mean, it's possible I should be running 4 Jaces? So that happens less, but... I don't know. I think it was just poor play on my part. You know, I should have focused more on... Honestly, it's possible I should have just started milling them. It did not seem like they were playing Jace in that deck. Yeah, I think I should have just recognized that they're probably not playing Jace there, and just milled them. There's a slow hand. Does have a creeping chill, but has double drowned. So this will be fine. Even if my opponent's on like some sort of aggro, wall can help. Okay, not aggro because it never is. We'll do a Drowned Catacombs, I guess. Grixis Control? Grixis Control. I assume they take the Drowned? Makes the most sense to me. And it's not like you can play it anyway. What are you choosing? No one cared who I was until I put on the veil. Shit. Ah. I mean, how bad is it if they steal my stuff? My stuff is like self-mill shit. Go ahead. Take it. Also, if they don't choose Narcomoeba or... Wait, does it just exile them? No, if he doesn't take Narcomoeba or Creeping Chills, I get to cast them for free. So what was the card you got? So what was the card you got? Maybe it was Enter the Goddess or my Jace. Thief, cool. You're gonna mill me though, dude. Wait, what just happened? Okay, I don't know. That skipped weird for. Oh, it didn't show me the animation of me drawing a card. That's just fucking strange. No, dude, keep milling me. I don't think I actually care. Right? Like as long as I'm able to resolve a Jace, I should be okay. And I'm gonna get my search. Tamiyo? Okay, they stole my Tamiyo. It's fine.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
Sure. I also get to deliver stuff, so that's nice. Sure. Sure. What are you doing with the Tamiyo? Nothing. Interesting. The thing is, I don't want to draw a, I don't want to actually draw a Creeping Chill or a Narcomoeba, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to play a wall, mill myself. Something, but Can I get my chills and my Narcomoebas? There is a chill, now I'm gonna see you die. Die. Do I want to deliver unto evil? I could get Ashiok. Nah, I don't think it's necessary. Who gets Tamiyo, Drowned? I think I want to chill for a bit on the deliver, so I think I'd rather just play this and mill myself a bit more. Can't wait for my opponent to have taken one of my Ashiok. Wait, no, I think both my Ashioks are in here, right? 1, 2, yeah, cool. So my opponent literally cannot have one of my Ashioks because I only have 2. Very important to keep track of your deck list. Carnage. I wish I played Deliver. Well, no, if I played Deliver unto Evil, I would have gotten 2 cards back. So I only kept one of them, but I could have kept the Tamiyo. Yeah.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
And they got their bolus. You're playing Murder? What kind of self-respecting Grixis deck are you, you fucking con man? I'm letting it through. Like, fucking mill me, daddy. Mill me up inside. Mill me to your heart's content. As long as you don't steal my Jaces, which they probably are doing, frankly. They probably have all 3 of my Jaces. Nope, there's one of them. Well, shit. Alright, 22 cards left. I'm certain these motherfuckers have one of my Jaces. They didn't take this Jace, right? They had to have taken another Jace. I guess they could have taken one of my Enters. I mean, I'm just going to Azcanta at their end step. You can play Bolus. I don't really care. Don't have a card in hand. I haven't gotten any of my Shocklands. Moment of Craving? Sure. Probably wasn't going to block still. They probably have my Jaces. Fuck. Enter. You're milling me? The question is, do I Azcanta now? Or do I Azcanta later? I legitimately don't know. I don't know if there's a correct decision there. I'll take this. Womp, I guess. And now I'm going to mill my Jaces. No. Another Narcomoeba, though. Fuck. 2, 3. If I can... If he hasn't taken all of my Jaces, I can... I mean, I have to just no block. I assume my opponent's taking my Jaces. This version of the deck might just need more actual, like, early game creature removal. Because I can use Azcanta. Fuck. That's the second one. There's no way they don't have the third. I should have played this. I'm so stupid. Yep. Yep. I now have full access to my deck. They have taken all of my Jaces. We won a game, which is nice. But this deck seems pretty much unwinnable against any sort of control deck. Which makes sense. I think you might just need to max out on Jace's... Teacher's Sandy is really a fucker. Because you don't even know what they've taken. So you might have to do that as well as play some early game removal. Yeah, not sure. This is, you know, just a starting place for a Sultai deck that you might want to play. I'm definitely still going to check out the other, like, 1,000 self-milled Jace decks. I just want to talk about some of the cards that I thought about when I was making this deck for Sultai. Sigil Supplier, as well as Glowspore Shaman, are just kind of creatures that allow us to block early and, you know, dump things in our bin. I decided not to add them just because of the fact that they aren't blue. Wand of Vertebrae, you know, we get to do a thing every turn, and it does allow us to shuffle 5 cards from my graveyard back in my library. And honestly, I think for that reason alone, just seeing what we saw in those few games, I think it's necessary to have this card. Because one thing that you can do, actually, is you can hold on your upkeep. Make sure, I think you might also need to be in full control, but you can hold on your upkeep. No, you don't have to be in full control, you dumbass. And you can use this to just put a Jace back in, right? And then that's the one card you'll draw. If you cast it and it actually resolves, then you can win the game, right? So actually, I think that in this version of the deck, you should be running at least 3 Wand of Vertebrae. I'm not sure where you would put them, and it's possible that you should just like not run the Narcomoebas. I think that Creeping Tail is a little bit better. It's possible you shouldn't run any of those, that package, but I still like the package. I think it's helpful. But I think that Wand of Vertebrae is very important to make sure that you can actually have fucking cards. And what's really nice is that if some of your Wand of Vertebrae get milled, you can, this exile, so you can't get it back after you use it, but if some of your things have milled, you can go ahead and put another wand back into your deck as well. So Aid the Fallen is essentially just a Deliver Unto Evil that we get to just choose. The reason I didn't like it is because we only get like a 1-for-1 thing, whereas with Deliver we can get 2 even if our opponent chooses, because usually we're going to get 2 good cards. Millstone is a trap, don't play it in a self-mill deck, it's just too slow. Sinister Sabotage is a card that I thought about, but when I looked at it more, I just wasn't playing things at instant speed. You could probably make a more instant speed style deck where you kind of just play a super long control game. I probably should make a Jace version of that. There are too many decks. There's so many decks. I'll probably make a more control version of self-mill where you just try and get a Drowned Secrets down early, control the game with a bunch of counter spells and bounce spells and things like that, and then eventually when you're down low enough, you just play Jace, pop the Jace, win. I think that is decent. Then of course there's Tatyova and Hydrocrisis. This is more for the like Bant style thing that I was talking about Noxious playing a bit earlier. And these cards are just very helpful, right? I mean, this just draws you a bunch of cards. It is blue, so it activates Drowned Secrets, and you know you're gaining life, making it a blocker. It's helpful. Tatyova, kind of similar. You're just gonna get to gain life. This I think is better in just a version where you are playing like the Scapeshift combo-y type thing, where you're just drawing a ton of cards. But you know, I think all of these are reasonable considerations if you're trying to make a deck like this. I honestly think that if you're trying to like carbon copy my deck, and you don't want to deal with the losing out on all your good cards, I might suggest, well, the Lost Thoughts hasn't really been great for me. Neither is Growth Spiral, honestly. I thought Growth Spiral might be more important, but taking out like 3 Growth Spirals for 3 wands might be decent. Alternatively, you could take out like 2 ops to get one. You know, I think you would want to take out some of the quote-unquote weaker cards and put in some Wand of Vertebrae. So I think this card is just too strong not to get. We're going to open some packs because we're back in a new era, a new dawn, a new day. Gonna get some packs, and open some packs. See what we get now that we can get things that aren't gems. Got a Finale of Promise. I don't know if I'm going to play with that card because I'm a scrub who doesn't play red a lot. Blaststone. Interesting. By interesting, I mean not interesting. Anyway, I would like to, of course, thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Zin, and Rexel for the continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the show on Patreon, you can find links to that down in the description below. If you want to support the channel, but you don't want to deal with Patreon, you can just press the join button, like several of our lovely people at the top there have. In the Discord, you'll also find my in the description. You'll also find my Discord server, where you should totally hang out because we chat and talk about decks and play games, talk about memes. I don't fucking know. You'll also find the link to my Aether Hub down in the description because that is where I host all of my decks. Because Aether Hub is great and I love that website. It makes it so easy to export decks. Yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this meme of a video. If you have, go and tap that like button, add one of those subscriptions. Wait. Yeah. To your mana pool, cast one of those comments in the comment section down below, pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends, and until next time, all will be one. I don't know how. I've been saying this end thing for eons, and I still fuck it up always.